Here we go. Number 1.
Episode 1. Hey everyone, I'm Angela.
I'm Marcy.
You're watching Authentically Angela, and right here is going to be probably my number 1 every day, every week co-host extraordinaire, Marcy. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about cigars and everything under the sun. So thanks for joining. I want to just start off by saying, because, you know, in this community, I see a lot of the dudes, they're like, my wife doesn't like this, that I'm smoking cigars. Well, I'm going to say, I have a wife, and she doesn't like it. So I feel you.
Well, I have my husband who, he doesn't mind smoking cigars. He really doesn't. But I feel like I could smoke like 3 times a day. Like, you're like, I wouldn't smoke all the time. Like, usually it's just when we're out at night around the fireplace, and once in a while he'll have one, but no, I'd prefer to smoke more a day.
Yeah, so Marcy and I, we love the cigars.
We're going to get together and smoke them.
Yeah. So, what are we smoking today? I'm cutting open a Camacho Factory Unleashed 2.
And I was going to have that, but I'm going to try the Montecristo one, the AJ Fernandez one. So,
that's a good pick. Good pick. All right, so here's what I'm going to tell you all. If you're watching, thanks. If you're listening in your car, in the gym, this and that, what have you, this is meant to be a cigar lounge experience. We're going to smoke, we're going to banter, and if you want to watch us and smoke along on your back patio or fire pit, that's cool, because this is a cigar community, and I know it's a big, nice community, and everyone loves to be a part of it. Or if you're just listening in your car on the way to work, we're going to tell you and describe what we're smoking, and then you could just, when you get home, or maybe you're smoking in the car.
Do you do that?
I don't do that.
I can't do that. No, I can't do that because I can't. The smell would be, I wouldn't be able to do it. But, I mean, do I want to do it? Yes.
I want to do it too. When I'm commuting, I want to do it too. I don't do it really because, like, for my wife and kids would probably think it's disgusting when they get in my truck and think, what's that smell?
Yeah.
And also, I think I wouldn't, that lingering smell in the cloth of the car,
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't like it.
No.
But, yeah, when you're on a long trip, to sit back, especially in traffic with a cigar,
I know.
that'd feel good. But, okay, so I'm using the V-cut today. I cut mine. Now let's light this thing up. Let's see. We both had to
Uh,
purge and refill our lighters today, so
I'm not sure mine's still going to work.
Yeah.
But I've learned everything I know about cigars basically right now from you. So I do that trick that you taught me about, you know, if my lighter would work.
oh, shake it up, give it a shake.
Shake it.
We have ASMR toasting the foot right here. I'll tell you, this for those that know, this Camacho Factory Unleashed, I don't know if you could see that. This
Nothing. I have nothing.
the wrapper doesn't go all the way down to the end of the foot. So it's the Connecticut wrapper and exposing the darker leaf foot. So it gives a little, on light up, a little different flavor profile to start. So we have 2 leaves down here. Yeah, it's going to go from the darker Maduro straight into the Connecticut wrapper. All right, so after I get mine lit, I got to give Marcy my lighter here because hers petered out.
I love this lighter too.
Oh, I know. Sometimes you get a lighter, and unfortunately, they only work 1 round, which is so disappointing.
I mean, I've had it for, I don't know, 5 years.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I bet. I have heard that for sure.
Really?
I have definitely
I
heard
just
that.
figured it was a lighter, and
Let's see if I'm achieving, sometimes, all right, so I toasted the foot.
it's a work of art is really what this is.
Let's get this thing lit. All right, so you light yours up.
Thank you very much.
Let's see if this is going to work.
It's like, maybe it's me.
Angela! Whoa! That's a soup. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you. My hands are cold because this is my detached garage. We're outside. We're in the Hudson Valley. And it's yesterday. Yesterday it was 14 degrees here at night. So if you hear that.
Let me see. You got.
Did I
ash,
just
a little bit of ash on your jacket?
Did I?
You're good.
But so we're kind of like there's a little. It's not that warm in here, so I don't know what the temperature is in here, but it's probably definitely 30 degrees right now.
Probably.
But
right,
we were.
I think that's.
You lit?
I'm gonna take this off because it's so pretty. It's like unwrapping a gift. It's fine. I'll get there. Hold on, I'll get there eventually.
Oh, this one's nice.
There we go. This is like almost rectangular. It's like some.
Oh, is it a box press?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Box press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just learned something new.
All right, so we got what we're smoking. Marcy's going to get that lit, and I'm going to tell you what we're drinking. We got several things. Of course, let's cheers with our coffee first because
coffee.
I'm still warming up. Cheers.
Cheers.
And in my house, our Sicilians say, alla santé.
Cheers.
All right, and then also, of course, I've got my lime seltzer. I'm going to just show this because this is one of my absolute faves. And I've said this on some of my other YouTubes before.
This is good.
Look, yeah, it smells good. I'm telling you, too, we're going to talk about that. The aroma of just the cigar sometimes in itself, like just the burning aroma. I love it, too.
You used to watch the old, shows be like, "Here, have a cigar," and like they'd smell it. I'm like, why are they smelling it? Like I don't understand. No, I do.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So this is the first time you're trying this?
This particular one, yes.
And right on light up, you like it?
It's good. It's good.
I got the LaCroix, and I'll tell you why I have this. This is just a simple lime seltzer. For me, it's a palate cleanser in between. Sometimes puffs, or like we got a couple of nuts, mixed nuts here.
And we have mixed nuts.
Just to kind of clear my palate, because I have a super palate. Did you have one? Did we talk about that? I have like definitely a medically. I did the scientific test.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a scientific test.
Yeah, my son's science class, he had the a super palate take home. Like you could like put it on your tongue, and it had like 5 strips where you could either taste, whatever it is, the salt, the sweet, but then it's certain strips. If you didn't taste it, you just had a normal taste bud palate, and then there was, if you tasted all 5, you had what's called a super palate.
Huh.
Yeah, that's and I know some people have that because some of them literally there was a flavor on it, but some people it's nothing. When you put it on your tongue, you taste nothing.
Really?
Yeah, so I should see
curious.
if we could try to get that kit for you. But yeah, I tasted all 5.
Interesting.
And it was really cool. And so for me, yeah, I like to, like I said, we do have the coffee, but I like a palate cleanser when I'm smoking a cigar.
I like to have something when I smoke, whether it's a beer or whiskey or
Yeah, we don't have the whiskey today, but we do each. We might get to these later. I don't know if you've all heard of the Goose Island. They put out this. Look how big this can is.
I know, right?
The neon beer hug.
19.
We might open these in a bit.
Why not?
That's on the docket today. Because here it's Sunday. Marcy got here at 11 a.m. So that's why actually my fingers are cold. We've been outside in the elements.
We're just going to warm up by the fire down here. It's fine.
For like 2 hours. So now it's about 1 o'clock. So we're warming up. We're getting toasty with our cigars.
Yeah. Now it's good, though. We're all closed in, and we got coffee.
Oh, did I go out already? I went out already. I let it sit too long. Do you know the rule of thumb?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, I think you were the one that told me, right? You got to roll. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, I was going to say how often you should puff to kind of keep it lit.
I don't
There's a
know
rule of
the
thumb for everything.
puff to light ratio.
They say about every 30 seconds, about 45 seconds to a minute, to just take a puff, to kind of keep it lit. Okay. And also, I think like a slow draw helps keep it not burn out quicker.
I think that I tend to do that anyway.
What slow draw? Yeah. I tend to.
I feel like I get more out of it that way. I don't know. It just feels
No, you're right. You're doing it right because actually I feel like I puff too much too quick and it goes out. I feel like I'm a quick smoker, but you should do slow. It's cigars are meant for relaxation.
Yeah.
Right? So, but let me relight this.
This is the.
I'm gonna put this closer to us, this ashtray, because
not a bad way to spend a Sunday. You gonna say?
Yeah, talk to me. I'm gonna relight this because I already went out.
Well, I've learned more about cigars in the few weeks that I've known you. But I've always just been like, I want to smoke cigars. I think that'd be I want to try them and taste them and see what it's all about. And then I got hooked, and I never really did the research on it.
Well, you came to the right place.
I guess so. And now here we are. In your garage, like a couple of teenagers.
Yeah.
Trying to hide from our parents.
Yeah. We could pretend we're 14 for a moment.
Can we?
Yeah, you came to the right place because I'll call myself the amateur cigar aficionado.
And I'm the apprentice.
Yeah, Marcy and I met at a business networking meeting.
Yeah.
And just became instant friends, and you know what they say, cigars bring people together, so.
Yeah, that did. Do you see the end of mine?
Like with the smoke coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's cool? Because of the temperature in here, too, it's a bit chilly in here.
Oh, I see it off of yours, too.
Yeah, it's really cool. That happens when it's chilly out. I love that. I love everything about a cigar.
I do, too. I like the sound, like when it crackles. I had one the other day. It was probably just a little too dry, but it was, I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before. I'm like, I'm going to just go out. And it was cold, but I grabbed my book and a short little, actually I brought the one that I smoked, I think. And it was a quick smoke because, I did. It's an acid blondie. It's sweet. It's very good. And it was quick because it was cold, and I'm like, got my blanket and I'm trying to smoke the cigar and read my book at the same time. But yeah, I don't think it matters anymore. I just smoke it no matter the temperature.
Yeah, I think I've smoked. My whole hand was completely out here in like Christmas time, December. Oh, it was the coldest I've ever smoked a cigar. I was like, could have been like it was like 10 degrees out with the wind chill and everything. It was
gosh.
So, but yeah.
I would get like.
We don't live in Florida.
No.
We're the cigar, Tampa, the cigar capital of the U.S. We don't, we're not blessed with the 80 degrees.
No, but we should do a road trip for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We could tour J.C. Newman factory.
Should. Bye, Doug. We'll be back in a few weeks.
Road trip. We'll take the camera. We'll take the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll post from there.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to do that, actually. But yeah, that's a smart idea to get the shorter stick for the colder weather. That's what they say in the winter.
Yeah.
Is a good pick. I haven't tried the acid yet. I'm a big Drew Estate fan, but I haven't tried the acid. So have you smoked those often?
I do. I like the acids a lot. I have like a drawer full of all of the tags, right? I save them because, like, what was that one that we had that time? Remember? And like, no, you're never gonna remember. I may remember this one. This one is really good.
Yeah, keep the band.
Mm-hmm. I have this beautiful. I love how they're wrapped.
Yeah,
this is pretty.
Yeah, that's a nice. AJ Fernandez does a good job too. I'd say like if I had to pick, AJ Fernandez, Perdomo, Drew Estate, right off the top of my head, definitely one of my top 3 companies. Foundation. For sure.
I found I kind of like the ones, depending on the night, but that have that kick. And I have actually grabbed one of these too, because I'm like, do I really want this kind of a kick today? But it's a Asylum. This is Lobotomy.
Oh, I haven't had that one either. No? I've had a lot of Drew Estate, but you'd be surprised I haven't had that one either yet.
Usually when I go through their catalogs, it's like, this is a fun name. It's like naming nail polish, right?
Yeah. Well, they do say like, and we could touch back on this because I did some reviews for this guy, Great Cigars. We'll touch back on that. He has a whole Instagram. of a review system, and one of the parts of it is the artwork and the band. Not everyone pulls that into their review of the cigar.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying? Like
Yeah.
the cool,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's like eating. Like they say you eat first with your eyes, right? Like you see, right? You see the nice meal, or let's say like a quick example, like a buffet, right? What do you see? Right, you see it looks nice, and sometimes it could look good, doesn't taste good, right? But so you saw the band. I do that too.
Yeah.
I do that too. I like the artwork of the band. I like certain, like this one. This is a wider size band. I sometimes like see that one's smaller. Like sometimes the band itself will turn me on or turn me off, to tell you the truth, because
I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it could be a great cigar.
It could be, but if it's if it's not, if it doesn't have that eye appeal. Honestly, it's sometimes how I even buy beer. Like just
yeah, that's how I discovered this, and it happens to be good.
Oh, there you go.
It looks cute.
He's so cute,
and it actually tastes good. So,
of course, it's neon, and I think we're both children of that era.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I entered a couple breakdancing contests when I was a little girl.
No,
I did. Did you?
No, I was not. I could not break dance.
When I was in 6th grade, I entered a community. It was a community. What's it called? Like the community park, like through Girl Scouts or something. They had a breakdancing contest. I was the only girl against all these like young boys. It was so much fun. I didn't even care. I was like, I'm showing up to this thing, and I lost. Of course. But it was fun.
Of course.
Well, some of their moves, because they were popping, like they were doing the handstands with the legs twirling up in the air.
No.
I didn't have that kind of dexterity, but I was in it.
I personally do several gravity checks a day. Gravity and I don't always get along. I could not break dance. I would break something.
Oh, why do you fall?
I'm clumsy. I'm clumsy. My husband will always say, she doesn't always roll a joint, but when she does, it's her ankle.
Oh my God, that's cute.
Yes.
I never heard that. That's cute.
It's pretty bad, but
oh, poor thing.
Sadly, I've passed that on to my youngest daughter.
Oh,
it's fine.
She's
a little clumsy, but hey, it's all right. Gravity and I have this understanding.
You learn to work it out.
I check it a couple times.
Let me see that one, the asylum.
The asylum.
Is that the one you said was
now
you?
Yeah, the lobotomy.
The band brought you to this, or someone turned you on to it?
Well, I like the band, but I also just love a lobotomy. Come on.
So you could see. So this is Drew Estate, right? We're gonna try that another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's another small. This is about 3.5 inch, 4 inch. Mm-hmm. That's another good winter stick.
It's a good
for
kick
sure.
too. It gives you that nice little, sometimes they give you a nice little buzz.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And as it states, it's a lobotomy. It will give you.
Yeah, that will kick your butt.
It does.
Looks like it's a Maduro. We'd have to look up exactly what the blends are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do the back research for this one. I don't have this one memorized for today, what the wrapper is.
Angela.
I know, right? But so yeah, another thing we just this is our first episode. So we're going to let's cheers again.
Oh, I was going to cheers every time.
Oh,
cheers with cigars.
Oh, that's cool.
We cheers everything in our house.
Yeah.
Ice cream spoons or,
That's awesome. I have twin boys. Now they're 17, but even when they were both in the high chair,
yeah,
I think they just copied Jen and I, when they were little, I swear, I don't know, 2 years old, maybe even younger. They would, with their sippy cups, I swear, they'd be like, cheers, Ben, cheers. And I'm like, oh my God, they're doing cheers to each other. And I'm like, they're like, it was so cute. It was really so cute. Sweet. With their little voice, cheers. But I know I'm probably going on 10 tangents. Here's the thing. We're launching this today. We're going to see how this feels. Again, it's supposed to be meant to be that cigar lounge experience expanding and growing our cigar community through this lovely medium of social media. Because here's the thing, I actually tried to launch this starting 2 years ago, if you could believe it or not, but we're here now, and that's what it's all about. So what I also want to tell you is we both are entrepreneurs. We own our own businesses. I'm a local wedding DJ.
I'm a photographer. It's not my day job necessarily. I
Right.
would
We
love it
also
to be.
both have
I
day
know,
jobs.
We do have day jobs.
We also have to both have day jobs.
But
Because I don't think photography and DJing offers medical insurance. So that's why I do.
They
That's
do
why
not.
I have a day job.
They do not.
That's-
And you know, there's such a variety of photographers. I guess I don't know. Is there a variety of DJs?
Yes, actually, yes.
Really? I mean, like,
Yeah. And
like I can't.
I'm in my own niche.
Are
For
you?
sure. Yeah. There's a bunch of different styles. Maybe at least 3 major styles. Like who's bringing like, the dancing on the cloud, or the big sparkling. There's like the big sparkling like candles.
So
this
like
and that.
presentation wise,
Yeah.
is kind of what you.
Yeah, I could bring all the bells and whistles, but I find I'm more of like that vineyard, farm barn.
I think I went out.
Oh, you
Okay.
can use this. Wedding DJ. I mean, I've been doing it for 20 years, so I find I'm more like it. I wouldn't say laid back. I'm completely professional, but the shift has changed, and I used to start out with like the coordinated dances and the this and that and the super hyped up. But I'm finding a lot of my clients and I are fit. It's more like a whole bunch of like different eclectic music, and I choose to play what the couple is kind of giving me the list. Like I welcome that list of 20 to 60 songs.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, and I know when to sprinkle it in the night. Sometimes other DJs, they're kind of just doing their set, but I don't
That makes
advertise
sense.
myself as that.
Right.
I advertise more for whatever the client's looking for. I can completely deliver it.
That makes sense.
I mean, I could do my own thing, but I would think if it was my wedding day, I would like to control.
For a wedding
you know.
day. Yes, we had a great DJ. I remember he made sure that he played all of the songs that we gave him, and some of them were kind of like a little not your norm. So it was kind of nice that he made sure that he still played those. But I guess there is. For the wedding, if my DJ came and like played his own stuff, I'd be like, like that'd be horrible. But I guess, there is that DJ that does the club stuff for, weddings, or I don't know where else.
Yeah.
You would do DJ.
Yeah, I did. I started in the clubs before my kids were born. I started in the clubs. When I was in college, I started, and work in the clubs is like from 2 a.m., 4 a.m. I've been there. But at this point in my life, I think I'm in bed by 1 a.m. So that's a late night still for, you got to pack up that gear at the end of the night.
Yeah. I think from a photography standpoint, the variety is, even wider. Like I am not your wedding photographer. I can't. That's such a feat and a production of its own. I don't want that. I don't want that stress. Mm-hmm. I like the smaller, more intimate, and newborns or
that's a good gig.
families. Though. Newborns are fun.
That's a nice.
They can be just as stressful because you spend 3 hours. You might get 20 usable shots.
Mm-hmm.
Because with twins, I'm sure that we're working with twins especially, but like one's crying and then one's not, and then one needs to be changed and then the other needs to be changed. But you never know if the baby's going to be on a good schedule or not. But there are some photographers that want to climb the mountains and get the landscapes and.
Yeah, I know a lady. I don't know her name off the top of my head. She actually met her in Massachusetts. Marcy's originally from Massachusetts. I'm originally from Long Island, but again, we're in upstate New York right now.
Are we upstate?
Is it?
Are we considered upstate? I don't know if the
I
Hudson
think
Valley.
is it after Westchester and up? Is that or
Well,
where does it start?
I
Does
think
it start
if you
more
live
like
in Westchester,
the Capital District and up, maybe is that upstate?
I
upstate?
think yes.
More like Lake George.
Yes.
Upstate?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, New York's big.
New York's big. I think if you live in Westchester or in the city, everything above that is upstate.
Yeah.
to them. I think we're mid-state.
Well, we're Hudson Valley.
We are Hudson Valley.
And then above that is upstate. Albany, Capital District, and then above that. And then you have Buffalo's Western New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to miss the mark of what you were saying with the photography, the different nuances and the babies, which is true because actually my brother is a professional photographer.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we say about Massachusetts?
You knew a photographer.
There was a lady. She used. I knew we were talking about something about different photographies, babies, mounted. She would like hang out of a helicopter.
Oh yeah.
And literally shoot. Yeah, that was her job and taking footage actually for certain army things. She was like, she was doing like they hired her for like she would do people jump with backpacks on.
Oh my God.
Or parachutes, if I can think of the word. She would take pictures of people jumping out of planes. It was like
that's
amazing.
a lifestyle.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, she's an adventure professional photographer. I should probably, if I could, I have her card on my desk inside. I should put her link below because she goes all over the world, actually.
Oh, wow.
All over the world. And her name is something Kennedy. And I wonder if she's like if her bloodline is the Kennedy family.
I think she could probably just say she is.
Yeah, because she's badass. She literally hangs out of helicopters to like get the shot.
I mean, in another life that would be amazing. I mean,
you're gonna get to that. You're gonna do that next. Go from babies to
no.
Doug, I'm going on a helicopter shoot tonight.
Wish me luck.
And Ange will be DJing.
Yeah, can you do my soundtrack of me?
I've DJed on boats before. That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. On like, because again, with the Hudson Valley, for those that are familiar with this area, the Hudson River, right? It runs basically from the tip where Long Island meets the city, basically, right? All the way up to Canada and through Canada, I think, right? The Hudson River, doesn't it go like up into Canada?
It might.
Or at least the St. Lawrence.
Knowledge.
Well, I think it goes. I mean, I know it goes up to where we meet Canada.
It very well could. It very well could.
I'm sure they call it something else once. Well, maybe no, because the Mississippi runs through states.
Right. It's still just the Mississippi.
So I think the Hudson River runs. I think we'll have to double check that. But
yeah, we'll Google that.
Yeah. But so I've done Hudson River cruises.
Oh, sure.
And DJ'd on those boats, and that was kind of cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, because luckily for me, I don't really get seasick in that way as long as I could see like the mountain.
Right.
So as long as I could see a point, because have you ever done like? Well, you're from Mass. Have you ever done like the whale watching out there in the ocean?
Yeah.
Some of those points you lose the sight of land.
Yes.
And that's when I start to kind of like.
Yeah.
Do you get like seasick? You have to wear a patch, or you're good?
Not really. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to be more like.
I'm just gonna move this closer to you so I don't ash
you
and get the mic.
Do.
All right.
I used to get like car sick when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if I grew out of it or just now I can read. I've sewn in the car before.
Oh yeah, that would make me dizzy.
But yeah, no, I can do that now.
As a passenger in a car today, even though I'm not like I don't get seasick, that would make me.
Yeah.
I'd have to like focus on the street and see.
Yeah.
Where we're driving, I think, or that would definitely make me car sick. Isn't that funny? Like I would get car sick, but maybe not so much seasick. But I try to like focus on the landscape.
Yeah.
Or I think I would get dizzy.
I think if I focus on whatever I'm doing, then I don't either. But I don't know. Who knows?
Now you've never smoked this one before. How are you feeling? Because it's quite. That's a strong one.
Is it? It's so smooth.
Okay. Oh yeah. AJ Fernandez has a nice creamy. Is it creamy?
So yeah.
Yeah. They have a nice.
It's just sometimes you know that those first few drags you're just like, and it kind of can give you that in the back of the throat taste.
Yeah.
And, no, this is nice.
Yeah. No, AJ Fernandez definitely. I would definitely call him a master blender. Actually, for those that don't know, he actually. Do you know anything about AJ Fernandez?
I don't, and I love all of the. I love all of the.
Well, he's a
information
really cool story because he was a cigar roller in the factory, And so he was very close to all the blends and the nuances of like kind of the behind the scenes, right, of the cigar. So through the years, he just like learned of the blends like the back of his hand, so perfectly. So now, then he just like runs his own factory now.
Can I just take a picture of this?
Absolutely.
I don't want to interrupt.
Absolutely.
Tell the story.
Photographer.
This is just so cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Well,
we'll
that's
be
me.
posting that for sure. Look at all that smoke, and it's like you can see the extra smoke because of the temperature in this room. We want to puff. We want us to puff again to get more smoke.
No, it's so fun.
I know. I love it.
Two
I love the
cigars
billowing
meeting.
smoke.
I do too.
So yeah, because he knew it from like the ground up, it's kind of like when you're a teller, right, at a bank, and then you like work your way up to like manager or regional manager, like right. So you work from the So he knows his blends for sure, and I think everything he puts out from like mild to strong they're all on point.
I'll start looking and probably have to try all of them.
Yeah, and actually the aroma of these two different cigars right now, it's a nice aroma because it's like creamy, and we got the peppery Camacho. It's nice.
Ah, it is good. So
take two. All right, what are we on here? Second half of the show?
Yes.
We're cracking open. We got to cheers this one, too.
We're going to take a big bear hug.
Yeah. Neon Bear Hug by Goose Island.
All right.
Brewing Company. Someone told me... Oh, listen to that.
I know, right?
Cheers again.
Cheers.
Somebody told me that Budweiser took over Goose Island distributions. I don't even know if... I got to look that up. Yeah, because I love, like, the I mean, hey, I'm a Bud fan, Bud Light, but not 100%. Big conglomerate, but I do like the small finds. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh, so the big corporation took over Goose Island?
I know. Well, I mean, this is really good. This is really good.
Right? It's like one of those, once you find it, you're like, ooh, glad I did.
And it's not sometimes I like IPAs, but there can be an IPA where it's like it's gonna bite you back. Mm-hmm. This doesn't bite you back. This is nice.
Yeah, it has like a smooth element to it for an IPA, I think.
Yeah,
I think. But again, with the appearance thing that we were talking about before, with the which one is this? The lobotomy?
Yeah.
Band. I picked this for how it looks, and then I was like, oh, I just fell in love with it.
I have a cousin back in Massachusetts, and his thing is craft beer. He loves it, and he's always sending me photos of these cans that he finds, and the names are just ridiculous.
Oh, they're fun. They're fun.
So fun. And he's like, it didn't really taste that good, but the can is the can is amazing.
I gotta relight.
I know. I'd use this lighter, but.
Oh, yeah, here, let me give you another one. Yeah, we took a small break. We had to warm up, actually. But the sun is coming out and blaring, so...
It's good, thank you.
Outside of this garage, it's getting warmer. So we're back, and now we have to relight because these poor sticks went out. So, Marcy, you were telling me this show, you guys... So is Doug into it, too? You guys are into this show with Joe McHale? Are you loving it?
Yeah, we just watched the first 2 episodes last night. It's called Animal Control.
Oh.
And, excuse me while I light the cigar.
Oh, kind of like a Parks and Rec, like they go out and pick up the animals. And
yes. And they're, of course, always, never goes right for this particular team.
Sounds like a fun show. I've been watching, I think, a lot of the Bertcast podcast on YouTube. I like to whatever's because he's the one of my favorite comedians that loves Bert Kreischer.
The machine.
Yeah, the machine. He loves cigars. I actually was gonna smoke one of the cigars that he recommended, but I figured for today's first episode, I better wait. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna pull that
All
one
right.
out another
We'll
time.
have a machine episode.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you're a fan of Bert?
Yes.
I rather like I listen to him on the way to work, and then like if I don't finish the episode in the car, I'll like get home and throw it up on YouTube, right? But Jen, like, she wants to do the Housewives like day and night, and I'm just like, can I just watch my Bert Kreischer? I can't get enough.
So
I gotta check it. What's your show called?
Animal Control.
Okay, I gotta check that out
Yeah.
next. But I'm heavy into the Bertcast right now.
The Bertcast. I like it.
Yeah, that's what he calls it.
I love that.
Yeah.
We saw him, I believe, at Mohegan.
Wait, you saw him live?
Yeah.
I was gonna get tickets. He came here recently, and I was working or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
It was so good.
You saw him?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bare chested and all.
Yeah. So yeah, did you guys go with friends or just you two?
No, we
Oh my God, I love it. You saw him
it's
live.
so good. I know.
Oh
it
God,
was
I'm so
so
jealous.
funny.
And you don't know his Bertcast, this podcast?
No, I told you. I feel like I'm new to this whole podcast thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, I listen to podcasts." Listen, I don't know why.
All right, you'll get me on the show, and I'll watch Joe McHale now, and you'll start watching the Bertcast. We'll flip flop.
I guess
switch.
so. Yeah, I don't. And I was saying we were off camera, but Only Murders in the Building. That was like one of the first shows. That's with Steve Martin.
Yeah. I got to catch that one.
But it's so funny because we're doing this whole webcast thing, and they turned it into solving this murder. They turned it into a podcast.
Yeah,
and they had all of this following, and they ended up solving the murder, and it was just hilarity along the way because, Martin Short is like this director.
Love him.
Right? He's a director on Broadway, but he does these like nobody wants to back his productions anymore
on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he writes the stuff for Steve Martin, who was also an actor in this like longtime cop show or whatever. And he's just always critiquing Steve Martin, like, are you actually an actor? You're not saying it the way you're supposed to be saying it.
Line.
Or whatever. I don't know. It was really good. We only watched the first season, but it was very, very good. And Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I whenever
well.
I see the advertisement, I just don't have time to catch it, but it looks phenomenal, and I'm a huge fan of all three of them. Yeah.
My husband watches all the TV. He's always like, oh, I watch this, show on Netflix. I watch this documentary, and I'm like, oh my God, where do you find time to do this?
Is he watching on his phone on his lunch break though too?
No, he
Because
doesn't.
Sometimes people pull in an episode on their lunch break, which is kind of cool, right? It's like your whole series in your pocket, right? Which these days.
That is true. I don't know
if you get like a good at least 45-minute lunch break sometimes.
It's funny too because.
But for us, lunch break, what's that?
I don't.
We're both running we both have day jobs, two entrepreneurial businesses each.
No.
Kids, forget it.
Get home and I make dinner, and he's usually he'll watch something.
He's watching Murder Town.
But
What's it called?
I like.
He's watching Animal Control, and you're like, honey, the steak's ready. By the way, the kids are clean and fed. How's that show?
How is that, right? I'm a big reader, so sometimes I would rather just sit. I mean, I'll sit with him.
Yeah.
The problem is, he'll start a show, and he'd be like, "Do you want to watch this with me?" And I'm like, I don't know. Do I really want to dedicate Because then if
you get invested,
I go out,
yep.
and he's like, "Oh, I really just want to."
I know exactly what you're saying. Because Jen will pick up a show, and sometimes we'll say, "Should we wait for each other?"
Right.
And then I'm like, "No, you know what? Start it." And then and don't tell me about it, because then you'll invest me, and I have no time to catch up on episode 7.
Right.
I won't know what's going on.
Right. By the time
I'm like, just watch it.
We're ever in the same room together. He's like, I don't know. It's like I'm over it.
Oh well.
But at the same time, he'll start watching a show like he started watching The Last of Us, which is based off a video game.
Oh.
And I'm not a gamer, but I'm like, okay, whatever. And then...
Oh, wait a minute. Is that kind of new? I think my kids watch that.
Yeah, with Pedro Pascal.
Yes. He was just hosting SNL, and they were into it.
Okay.
Yeah. They watch it. They say it's good.
So...
They're 17, so I don't know what the rating is on that, but my boys watch that.
There's a lot of cursing.
Oh.
And death, obviously. It's about... Well, it's kind of like zombies. There's an infection, like it's fungus.
Oh, they were saying, yeah. But it does sound good.
He'll start a series.
So he's watching that one?
He is.
Yeah, he likes it.
And I missed the first 2 episodes. Like, I didn't even know it was like a thing. But then I'll come in, and I'll just happen to be there when it's on, and I get totally invested in it.
Yep.
And then I'll miss an episode, which is fine, but I'm like, what? Wait, who's that? What's happening? Is that... No, so that person is... that goes with...
Yeah, he has to... Then it has
He's
to
like, could you just watch it?
I didn't know I was going to
No, I don't want to watch it.
When I'm watching episode 7, I didn't know you were going to start quizzing me, Marcy.
I know.
But, yeah.
I wish I wanted to watch more TV, but he's watched more series than I have. And then it's, of course...
Well, you unwind with a book, maybe. It sounds like. You unwind more with the book, and he's maybe unwinds with the series. Because I think I unwind... I play music, you know that. And sometimes, if I could sneak that moment, again, with between the kids, dinner, cleaning up after the dishes at night, then, you know, pretty much... done for the count sometimes, but I'll try to throw in like a 20 minutes of just I like to play. I have acoustic and electric guitar, but I like to just mostly these days play acoustic. So I just try to throw in like 20 minutes of just like noodling around. That's kind of my also relaxation time. And cigars, but the thing is, no smoking in the car for at least me. No smoking in the house, so I'd have to find the time to like get out here. And or when the weather's nice, go out by the fire pit. We should film a couple of these episodes by the fire pit when it gets nicer.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
We'll do that. We'll see how the audio works with the crackling fire and the wind. But that would be cool.
We'll have to have, we'll figure out the noise cancellation.
Yeah, for sure. But cigars, my number one relaxation, I'd say, especially these days. It's weird. I feel like post-pandemic, I'm more into cigars than I've ever been in my life. I feel like, I don't know what happened. Maybe I had more time to kind of like...
I think so.
Slowly sit with the cigar and get deeper into the flavor notes that now I'm like completely hooked. But then I was like semi-hooked. Now I'm like, I don't know if that happened to you. Because we had a little bit more time.
We did.
To actually relax for a minute.
Well, I came out of the pandemic making sure that, we did relax.
Mm-hmm. Keep that as part of your... Yeah, I know, right? Because we were running like a rat race.
Yeah.
At least I was.
Always,
until
filling
the shutdown,
your days.
And I was like...
Filling your days from sun up to sundown. And now it's like...
For sure.
Like,
what's it all about?
I know, why? And I think that's part of the reason why I don't get into a lot of TV, because I would rather be doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's nice out, we're usually out on the patio, playing Scrabble, playing cards.
Yeah, you guys do the
beer.
games.
We do.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like the old-fashioned games. It's sometimes we both have kids that are fairly around the same age. Yeah. It's like you almost, I don't know if you find this with your girls, if you have to kind of like remind them, hey, Scrabble and Monopoly is like original. put the electronics down. But are they open? Because in my house, I get my boys. My boys will sit and play checkers with me, which is a delight. Yeah, because I need something that will hold their attention to like kind of slow them down.
Yeah.
But we have like the football themed checker board.
Oh, interesting.
Because one of my sons plays football, and so that But I like the old school. Like, when I was a kid, we used to play, my siblings and I, we used to play the game of life, I swear, nonstop.
Every day. Or even Monopoly, and it'd be like, nobody touch the board. Like, we've run out of time for today.
Yeah,
like, we have to go back tomorrow. Yeah. I always lost Monopoly, though, so it wasn't. My brother would always be like, here's some extra money you can start with, and I would always lose.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says something about...
your banking skills or something, your money handling, your real estate, buy the house,
bank account. What's
hotels.
that? I just run my card. It should work.
Yeah, right. Swipe.
Yeah, but I'm the middle child, and so I have an older brother and a younger brother. And my older brother, he would want to play Risk or Stratego, and I'm like, those just...
Yeah, I was never into Risk either.
No.
Can
we play like Mall Madness or...
Yeah, I was never into that.
Trouble.
Trouble was fun.
So those are the games. My daughters do love games, and
that's good.
And I like them.
It's a nice connection too between the parent and child to kind of chill out with a game.
It is, and you end up having
good memory,
just conversation. You can break them from that screen that everyone is so attached to these days.
Yeah, I tell you. I guess I'm guilty of it too, though, because we're using our screen.
I know, here we
We're
are.
coming into the...
And we're all going to ask you to use your screens.
Yeah, right? Hey, this is a cigar lounge in your pocket, right? So, I mean, maybe you're on a lunch break, right?
That's
and you're
right.
just tuning in. And, you know, I don't know. There are certain jobs, though, especially around here with the Metro North running into New York City. I do know a lot of the guys, I'd say guys and gals, but actually only I know like 20 guys. And gals, if you're out there, comment below because I'd love to know. We need more female smokers, I think, or at least to say, you know, find all the female cigar smokers. But I do know a pack of guys that's working down there, and I guess either at the end of their shift or there's like a waiting period, even at 2 a.m. I'm talking about the overnight guys that I know. They'll sit on the tracks, or what, you know, I don't know if I'm like getting them in trouble, but not on the track, but like there's a section of like in the outside where they have they do a cigar break when they're waiting for like the next round. I think, because over here, I believe, what is it, like 3 a.m.? There's like a closing period between 3 and 4 a.m. or something where they're like ending the last trains of the night and then starting the maintenance for the trains for the morning.
I'm trying to hit REM sleep by like at 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the train schedule.
yeah. But some of the guys that I know that work the overnight, I met them actually at the cigar lounge.
Really?
Yeah, because I find a lot of the local firemen and a couple of the Metro North guys, they're big cigar people, which is cool.
That is kind of
But they say because they're outside, they can grab a stick on their break, which is kind of cool because I don't have that option at work. But if I did, I think I'd love a stick, you know, at 1 in the afternoon, maybe on my lunch break.
Right?
But, you know,
Something
you'd have to be in an outside environment.
Something tells me I could probably get away with it.
Over there by you guys?
Yeah, but I remember you were saying you end up with like the smell on you, right?
Yeah.
And my dad was a cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
And that's a different sort of smell.
You get that trigger, like that smell memory.
Yeah, and it's just sort of like, you smell like, you know, like cigars or cigarettes, and but you I guess maybe carry a bottle of Febreze, or I don't know if I
or
could
teach the viewers. You said about the vodka.
I know
the vodka.
You can use vodka. I'm guessing any grain alcohol would work. Obviously, plain vodka. You don't want the flavored stuff, as it will get sticky. But it will take out the smell. It will take out all the bacteria. So it takes out all the smell, and it leaves no residue. It leaves. It's not like, have you been drinking this afternoon? Because it just dissipates. The smell just dissipates.
So puff. Maybe keep a small bottle in your back of your truck.
Yeah.
Spritz.
You just put they have the travel size Febreze, just fill it with vodka, but it gets it out of your hair, it gets it out of, any of the clothing that you're wearing.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's nice. We keep a bottle by our fire pit so that before we go in the house, we just spray each other down, and then you don't go to sleep with that campfire.
Yeah, burning through your hair. Yeah. No, that's a good, I'm gonna try that because when I'm at my fire pit, I try to wear a hat of some sort, or like a beanie, for that same reason, because it just like lingers. Yeah. But then if it's like July or August, no one's putting a hat on. It's too hot. So yeah, that smell sometimes. You know what I'll do? Because my hair's so short, I could just stick my head in my bathroom hand sink. And
That's
actually,
true.
because I did that last night. I was telling you, went to bed at 2 a.m. I was down in David off of Geneva in Brooklyn. It was so awesome. That lounge is so cool. First time I was there, but it was like, what was it, Saturday night? So it was like packed with smoke, packed with people. There was a lot of like group events. They block you out in the lounge. You could like sit in certain sections with like your small party.
Mm-hmm.
Like they reserved the seats. It was really cool. But it was just like actually such a heavy, thick, smoky night. So my hair, I got, you don't notice it in the lounge, but then when I got back in my car and then in my house, I was like, I don't think I could hit the pillow. So I just stuck my head in the sink, did a quick wash, because, I can do that with my short hair, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I know what you mean. It kind of like, it's good. Like now, it's fine for me with all the smoke and smell now. But then when you get like on your pillow, you're like, I don't want to be smelling the stagnant cigar from 4 hours ago, do I? Even though you love cigars, but do you want to have it on your pillow?
Exactly. Or you go to wear something the next day, or you know, you hang up your hoodie or whatever, and you're like, whoa!
I had 2 cigars in a row, billowing smoke up into my hoodie.
Oh man!
And then hits you hard.
Yeah.
Because again, with my super palate, my sense of smell too is like it's strong. So as much as I love cigars, that after smell though, that sticks in your clothes, I have to say, don't like it.
It's
not good. I'm sure a lot of
it's
did you just blow a ring?
Did I?
You just blew a ring. Did you do that by accident?
I did.
I actually, as an aficionado, I can't even achieve that.
I've been
trying. I try. When I'm by myself, I'm always like, they say push it out slow with your tongue. I can't do it.
I've been practicing.
Dude, did you see that? You did. Try that again. You just ringed. Did you see that? I don't know if that came out on camera.
Oh man,
that was so cool. You made a perfect.
I'm so glad somebody...
AJ Fernandez ring. I was here to witness it.
No, now I'm on the spot.
Episode 1. Pull the ring. You got to tell Doug. I don't know. That worked out perfectly. Whatever you were saying,
I did it.
The way your mouth probably just was like, oh.
We're gonna have to play back what I was saying, and that's the word.
Oh my God, yeah, I've tried that so many times, never achieved it.
It has to be like that, like perfectly still air, because like doing them outside, you can't. There's just too much.
That's true
movement.
too. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should practice it in here then instead of outside. You're right. That's gonna be my next.
I'm telling you, I've pulled up videos and read all about like how do you blow a ring. I get very jealous of all those.
Me too. And I haven't achieved it. Actually, sometimes I feel like,
something to strive for.
Something. But, all right. So I think we're at that hour mark here. We're just going to keep this, I think a little, because you have to jet out. But we're going to get together again. We're both going to practice our rings separately. Hopefully next time we get together, we can both be blowing rings. Let's see. What do we want to say on our closing remarks?
This was really fun. Hopefully, maybe people can comment what they'd like us to talk about.
Yeah, actually, comment below. Also, Authentically Angela podcast at gmail.com. You're welcome to email us.
Cigar suggestions.
Yes, we can talk about ones that you love. If I've never tried it, maybe we'll get them on the show and we'll review those. Because like I said on my YouTube, I have already up plenty of reviews, but I'll be doing more separate reviews with flavor notes, this and that. So yeah, comment, let us know what you're smoking. If you're watching, thanks for watching. Again, you know it. On YouTube, Authentically Angela, and on Instagram, I'll let you know this. Instagram is, for me, I have 2. The DJ Dolce Productions, or my Puros Music and Projects, Puros. I never really say that right. Excuse me, but you all know that means a cigar where the wrapper, binder, and filler are all from the same country of origin. So that's a Puros, right?
I've learned so much today, Angela.
Sometimes I say puro, but that's either the Long Island accent in me or something. I don't know, but that's wrong. So that's it. And where can we find you? She's got her own business.
You can find me on Instagram, Embrace Images. I think it's Embrace_images, but it's a tree of life. It's one of my favorite symbols, and all about family and keeping it together. I'm also on Facebook, Embrace Images as well, and definitely you got to follow Angela here, because that's where you're going to find me. However, how often we do these, I'm not sure, but I'll be here if you're here. So just let me know.
Yes, and Facebook. That reminds me, Hudson Valley Herf.
Oh, right.
If you're local, we run a couple of those at the local lounges. So we will see you all next time.